Good morning and welcome to the Red Mic. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons that I've picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message is a sad diversion, a sad step off of the regular path. This is neither a leadership nor a life lesson. This is unfortunately a eulogy for an actor who meant a lot to me and a lot of folks. Um, as a guy with a bass voice who could never dream of having the type of presence or resonance or uh, gravitas that James Earl Jones brought to his roles. He was the legendary voice, of course, behind Darth Vader and countless other creations. He was Mufasa. He was Darth Vader. He was the voice of CNN. He was an incredible talent, seemingly a humble and kind person, and he overcame adversity to get where he was in life. Early in his life, when he first learned to speak, he had a stutter, and he only overcame the stutter by following the advice that he got from teachers, and that was recite poetry, learn poetry, work on presenting it to an audience. And that's in large part how he overcame his stutter. In later life, he said that on overcoming the adversity, he said one of the hardest things in life is having words in your heart that you can't utter. If that's not something so poignant spoken by someone when you know how they started their life with that stutter, with that speech impediment that he fought through and he overcame. He said that he had to fight his entire life to make sure that he wasn't stuttering. I would say that he conquered it. He was an amazing talent. He was a great man too. He was a U.S. Army veteran. Uh, I believe he was a former member of the 75th Rangers Regiment. He was the first established celebrity to appear on Sesame Street. Um, and again, he would write poetry, and his teachers would let him read it in front of the class, and that's how he overcame his stutter. And he said, when I read great literature, great drama, speeches, or sermons, when I read them, I feel that the human mind has not achieved anything greater than the ability to share feelings and thoughts through language. Again, someone who overcame a stutter says something that moving, that poignant. He was a tireless advocate for the arts. He was a His legacy is going to live on. He had countless unforgettable performances. You know, whether it's Mufasa talking about the circle of life, or of course Darth Vader. I am your father. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to try to do his voice. You just can't. He Now, granted, his Oscar was honorary, but it was an honorary Oscar given to him for his body of work. But he's one of 14 people to achieve what they refer to as EGOT status, EGOT. He won an Emmy, he won a Grammy, he won an Oscar, and he won a Tony Award. And he once said, one of the hardest things in life, again, is having words in your heart that you can't utter. I that that quote is just so overwhelmingly touching that I wanted to say it again. Today I'm honoring James Earl Jones. I'm going to remember his extraordinary talent, his unwavering spirit, and his enduring impact on the world. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope that you will give me a like, a follow, and a share. I hope that you will join me again tomorrow, roughly this same time. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it very much. Remember, sadly, life is short. Drink the bourbon.